San Diego FC fans, back with another one. Hours away from the start of our return to the MLS regular season and the return of San Diego FC football. You got the preview from me, and hopefully that got you nice and ready for the game, but I'm going to get you just that much more ready. I'm going to get you in the mindset of the game because I'm going to give you my predicted starting 11. Let's waste no more time. It's a good one. Let's get into it. Okay, starting 11, quickly. The injury report, as I said in the preview, Luca Bombino out with a red card suspension. He'll be back on Saturday. Pellegrino is out with recovery surgery, or cleanup surgery, if you will, on his Achilles. Not sure when he will return. Pablo Ciscaniega also dealing with a lower leg injury. Another one, unsure of when he returns. So, that's who's unavailable. Let's find out who will be available. And for sure who will be available are the two new signings, not three unfortunately, Ian Murphy, the center back / fullback, and Gabriel Pirani, the attacking midfielder / center midfielder. Both of them will be available. Mikey Varas has already spoken about how they could possibly fight for a starting spot with the absence of Bombino. I could totally see Ian Murphy sliding right on in there. But then again, Andres Reyes is finally off the injury report. Maybe we get to see some Andres Reyes? I say no, but let's start my predicted 11 anyway. And in goal, I want to maintain status quo with a guy who has been very good for us. He's had his shaky moments, but he's been training with the team the entire World Cup. He did not get to endure the fame and fortune that is Cape Verde. Sorry, CJ Dos Santos. But it is going to be Duran Ferri starting in between the posts. For me, CJ Dos Santos will obviously be on the bench. At right back, I'm going to go with the safe choice because I feel the safe choice is necessary. I've been wanting to see Willie and get him getting another start playing at the right back because we know how good of a white wing back that he is. He's honestly a little bit better attacking than Verhoeven and about the same level defending, but I know he doesn't fit the frame. He's a little bit too attacking and not as defending. I get it. There's reasons why we don't see Willie. So I will go safe. We're going to go with Oscar Verhoeven starting at right back. Center back pairing. I wouldn't break him up if I felt like, even if it felt good, and it doesn't feel good to break him up. It's going to remain Chris McVeigh and Manu Dua. Now, the questions are being asked, and even in my head, and I'm sure out loud, who's going to start at left back with Luca Bombino being out? Ian Murphy can play left back. Like I said, Mikey Varas has talked about it already. We've seen it at FC Cincinnati. However, as much as I think there is a strong possibility that can happen, I personally would go with a guy who's been playing well for us at that left back spot, and that's Kerryon Sargent. Now to get to the midfield, I wouldn't have it any other way than having the double pivot on Abel Godoy and Jeppe Tverskov. Jeppe Tverskov is back from injury. He's totally healthy. We saw him practice, if you will, play in the inter-squad match. We saw him play in the friendlies. He is back. He's off the injury report. Expect to see Jeppe Tverskov in the middle of the pitch tomorrow and Saturday and games beyond. Now the question becomes simply, do we roll the dice with what Pirani has to offer because he is a more of an attacking player than Valakari is? Or do we stick with Valakari? Do we go with David Vasquez through the middle? We've seen the kind of promise and prowess he's made. And as much as Valakari has done so much for us, he got a new deal at the beginning of the year, Pirani is just better in the attacking sense. I hate saying it like that because it makes me sound biased, like I don't like the fella Valakari, but I do. I thought re-signing him was a good move. However, when you have a better player, you have a better player. And like I said, Mike Ivaras and Tyler Hoops, had said that they were chasing Pirani, that they were chasing Ian Murphy. So they obviously like these guys in favor of some of the youngsters. So having them start over the youngsters doesn't surprise me. Valakari isn't a youngster, obviously. However, more experience in the MLS, Pirani has. Scored more goals than Pirani has. Had more assists. Do I need to continue? I think Gabriel Pirani will make a start right off the bat for San Diego FC. And he'll play in the 10, the attacking midfielder spot, the center of the center mids, whichever you want to consider it. That's where Pirani will play. To get for the two obvious, let's go with those. On the right wing will be Anders Dreyer, because why not have El Pelotero on the right wing? He's hanging out serving ice cream on top of my computer. And then through the middle is going to be Marcus and Varkston, even though there are some rumors going around about a Spanish international, a World Cup winner, possibly being signed by San Diego FC at the striker position. It all lies right now on the Golden Boot candidate. Let's go with that. Marcus and Varkston. Now, and this one is honestly, I've been thinking about it the entire time I've been recording this episode, the entire time I was recording the other episode, the entire time I was editing the episodes and everything in between. Who has to start on the left to make an impact for this team? Now, let's go down the list. The first name that comes to mind is a name that I truly like. A lot of people, a lot of fans of San Diego FC are not the biggest fan of this player. However, I feel he has the talent to do something in this league. Just really hasn't come to fruition yet. I'm maybe giving him too much time. Call me biased. Alex Mighton is option number 1. Number 2, I believe, would be Lewis Morgan, as they see him as more of a left winger rather than they do a striker. However, if they do not sign this World Cup winning striker, then I could totally see him fill the backup role to Marcus Varkston. And then option number 3 is one I believe we've already seen once before, but maybe, just maybe, we're going to see it again. He's been playing in this role, or at least it feels like he's been playing in this role through the friendlies, and that's David Vasquez. David Vasquez, we know, could be a tricky dribbler. We know that he does well on the wings, as we've seen him do well on the right side. On the left, I do not believe is his forte. I feel like it could be an opportunity for him to play well into that position, but I'm in another chance for me to play it safe. I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to go with Lewis Morgan. I think Lewis Morgan's going to start on the left wing. He and Marcus and Varkston are going to kind of shuffle through the middle and become this 2 center forward setup, while Anders Dreyer is going to drop, and maybe we'll play with like a 2-10 setup with him and Gabriel Pirani. That's a way to be way more on the front foot than we have in a long time. That's a way of going back to our roots and having players try to beat defenders and work for a shot and work for a pass, not hoping for the long ball to succeed, the guy being fast enough to win the duel, and so on and so forth. These, however, are just ideas. Like, that is just my predicted starting lineup. If you got different predicted starting lineups, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear how you guys think, and I'd love to hear what you guys think of my starting 11. So, let me leave y'all be. Let you guys prep yourselves for tonight's game, because I know I need a little prepping. I'm going to need to have the drinks ready. I'm going to need to have the food ready when 6:30 hits. Everybody hush. because the boys are playing. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button before you guys are out of here. Share this with all your friends and come back to the Max Football Podcast. We got more coming. The next episode I got coming to you guys is a keep, loan, or sell. We're going to break down the whole roster. We're going to say who can stay. We're going to say who can leave. And we're going to say, we like you. We want you to go get some minutes somewhere else. Until then, I'll catch y'all around the bend. Vamos. San Diego. It's Max Football.